Step body. The 5 red lights are coming in, and the green one should come out right now. We're starting the race with Sandra on the lead, having a great start. And as you can see, what? Virtual safety? Somebody's stuck on track. Well,
It's because Zwerg hasn't started, so I've just seen it in chat. Zwerg is unable to make the race start because his kid has woken up. So he has been disqualified, and that is why the VSC has come out. By the way, can I just say I was actually correct. Oliver Broadford did get the better launch than Sandro off the start. Yeah. If we'd have had racing into turn 1, Oliver Broadford would have been alongside. 100%. Now, we're green again for here in Bahrain for pretty much the first time. We barely got, 100 meters before the VSC came out. As you can see behind, there's a little bit of scrambling. The Ferrari of Reg looking to get alongside PJ Chugs. Not quite enough straight line speed to make it stick, and everybody through pretty cleanly. Of course, I think the VSC pretty much stopped all squabbling and forced people to settle in a little earlier than we would have seen.
Calm it down. No need to rush. There's still 28 laps to go. Side-by-side action between Cinnamon and Gorilla Bandit. There's a little bit of contact there. Callum going for the kamikaze. We know him. We love him. Thankfully, no kamikaze this time. And Callum continues as we go back into the lead with Sandra. 3/10 ahead of Oliver Broadford. Let's see if this exit can be nailed from Sandra. It looks good. Oliver Broadford should have DRS. This could be the point in time where we see an overtake happen. Looks like Oliver Broadford is not close enough. Of course.
Sets the fastest lap on soft tyres, so that kind of screams to me. He's going for the one stop, as you see, into turn 1. Oliver Broadford round the outside. That's going to switch to the inside. He's going to force Sandro out wide. A little bit of wheel rubbing. And then the DRS belongs to Sandro towards turn 4. And he's going to stay in front just about. Oliver Broadford tries to hang it round the outside. Does, but again, he's going to be on the outside. A little bit of a squeeze put on by Sandro. But all very, very clean just about. And that now might open the opportunity for SLR Jam to have a little look here. He stays behind. Some people may have potentially thought about a dive bomb. He needs to make the most of these soft tyres whilst he still has them, because they are going to be the better tyre at the moment. Is now behind Dan and Callum, banging wheels a little bit. And in that one, Dan comes out on top. And the fact he's gone for soft at the start screams a 2-stop to me. I think he's probably going to be on the 2-stop. He now lets Jay 2005 through without incident, but has Jay maybe lost too much time, sat behind SLR Jam on those dying soft tyres. Yes, I said Jam would probably be in. Softs do not last in this game, so I'm really surprised that Jam went for it. He's going for the 2-stop, clearly. I don't think hards are going to be making 23 laps or whatever it is. As he goes on to the hards, but
he's going to try.
I don't think they will be making it. I think he'll probably be in again lap 19, lap 20, something like that for mediums, because I just don't think hards are going to go all that way.
F1 in a while. Speeding in the pit lane, that's a big penalty, especially for F1 cars. That's a race killer right there.
This happens a lot with our Cinnamon. He quite often gets 10-second penalties for speeding in the pit lane. Quite most famously when he is retiring from races, he just speeds into the pit lane. But nothing so far today. Going on to the medium tyres. So we will see. But yeah, 10 seconds is quite, as you said, quite the race killer. I mean, it's not
a point that you can afford. As you can see, Jay is going to come into the pit lane. That's a lot of overspeed on the McLaren. He's going to try the outside line. The switcheroo, there's a little bit of contact. Hopefully no damage to that front wing of the McLaren. The exit is good. Mistake on Sandra's part. Could this be the moment where the McLaren finally goes through? Oliver not going to try. He thought about it for a moment, but he doesn't see it logical. Nearly side by side. He's going to have to back down once again. And I can tell you something. I smell the blood. Oliver Broadford might try something on the next straight as we jump.
So after 17 laps, they'll probably still feel a little better than these mediums did, as Sandro leaves it late, but does peel into the pit lane. I think he wanted Oliver Broadford to carry on. And of course, he does so. Whether there was some mind games at play there or Oliver Broadford did just plan to stay out that little bit longer, I don't know. But that is going to give Sandro in the Haas a very good undercut opportunity here. The undercut in F125 is very powerful. It's probably worth about 2 seconds a lap at this stage. As you see, round the outside, tries to go Sparky Man for 8th place. Chugs forces him wide. He has to back out, but he may well get the switch back here and the better line. PJ Chugs leaves it late. Down the inside goes Sparky Man. That's a good move, but now Chugs on the switchback is going to get the better exit. But on the outside for turn 8, we saw Fernando Alonso overtake here in 2023, and Sparky Man will defend his position once again in F125. But Chugs comes back at him with DRS, and finally the squabble is sorted. That was great racing, wasn't it, Tony? Tyres here ordinarily go about 19 laps, 18, 19 laps, if you're nice to the tyres. So I imagine, as now Sandro is going to go onto the inside, gets forced onto the curb a little bit by Reg, and then forced to the outside once again, but he's going to have the inside line for this next corner. Excuse me, they just about keep it alongside, but now Reg will have the inside for turn 8. Sandro breaks earlier. I thought he was going to go for a little cutback there, which he does, as now he's going to have the DRS. He's already got it pretty much lined up, but Reg had the DRS. Wow. Interesting as now. Whoa!
Whoa!
Big dive from Sandro. That is not the move to make. It was clear Reg was ahead at the apex, and he loses out on 3rd to Jay. That was a dodgy one from Sandro.
So again, this is exactly what he wanted. That's a great exit, and I tell you, Sandro's gonna suffer this one big time, as we saw another 3-second penalty for Cinnamon. Here we go already. The Racing Bull, going through, and Jam has pitted. I think he didn't see it clearly. Well, that means virtually Sandro still the leader, of course, because Jay has a 3-second penalty. Mistakes on Jay's side on the exit of turn number 3. Sandro's going to say thank you very much and reclaim the top spot, or not. Are we going to have side by side through this section? I do not recommend a little bit of a squeeze. And Sandro comes out alive. Should be.
Yeah, here we go then. There's now Oliver Orford getting very close, putting it on the outside line, which is of course going to switch to the inside here. Jay doesn't leave the space, which forces Oliver Broadford to slow down. But now with the DRS, can Oliver Broadford pull alongside? No, Jay clearly has the higher battery levels and maybe the lower wings, as he wasn't able to gain on the RB ahead of him. Yeah, as they're now just prepping themselves for the final blast in this race. Is now Mr. Camus and SLR Jam going side by side with the Mercedes coming out on top there. I didn't cut in because they were side by side into turn 1, and now round the outside goes SLR Jam. That's an audacious move, and he's going to get the better exit and pull it off. What an overtake from SLR.
As we head into the last corner, Sandro van der Breed looking fantastic. Will Jay go back into the dive? We've seen how that's worked out. Not well at all. Here we go. The Racing Bull car going on the inside once again. This does not make any sense. Why would you force it? Again, Sandro looking for an inside line. Trying to prepare the overtake once again as we head into turn number 4. Jam 3.3. The clock is ticking. The time is going down, and Sandro takes the lead once again. Let me tell you, Step Body, this is going to come down to the wire.
He's going to come around the final corner to win here at Bahrain. Jay comes home P2, Oliver Broad for 3rd. Half attempt separates them, but Jam takes it on penalties. What a charge from him. Jay 3rd, Oliver Broad for 4th. That was incredibly close between those two. Yeah. Mr. Camus 5th. It will be Reg in 6th. And then